Hi, I'm Drew Vascik, and I'm here with Don't Get It Twisted, produced by Billy Seach, hosted by Drew Vascik. I'm here with Ian Carroll, Kyle Ulring, and Nate Werth. How you boys doing today?
Not bad.
Kyle?
Pretty fantastic, actually.
Nate?
It's all right.
So due to time constraints, this episode's going to be pretty short, like half the time of what they normally are, but we'll see what we can get done here. All right, so first, week 1 of the AAF, a new football league that is, I think, is it starting after the Super Bowl?
Yeah, it's like a spring league into the summer. And it's like another pro league.
Yeah, it's like for the guys that like were good in college but they couldn't quite make it in the NFL and stuff. So Jalen Marshall is on your team, right?
Orlando Apollos win the ship easy. We got this. And then next year Browns, like no biggie.
Yeah.
Memphis Express, they're the best team in the league. They did get shut out week 1.
26-0.
Christian Hackenberg, best quarterback. He's gonna make it back to the NFL, and he's gonna be a Super Bowl MVP one day. Wait.
I'm not gonna lie. It is pretty like interesting that like all those guys are like, yo, let's make a league, or whoever decided to, and got all that together, because like guys like Trent Richardson, like he won the Heisman, correct? Yeah, he won the Heisman.
Drafted third overall.
Yeah, and he was a bust, but like it's still fun to see guys like that, you know.
It was founded by former NFL players.
It was.
They all got together.
And it's like the coaches are like famous people and stuff. That's
I think it's really good for like kickers, because like no, I honestly do, because kickers sucked in the NFL, right? Like this year kickers just sucked in the NFL.
That's true.
And I mean, like Nick Novak, he just went 4 for 4. He's a guy that had been in the NFL. He's in the AAF right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like he could easily find himself back on an NFL roster because of this. So.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder if like the AAF and the NFL will like make out arrangements or something, like almost like it's a D league or something.
Yeah, but I don't think that was their like
that
sole
wasn't their
intent.
intentions.
Their
but
intent.
I'm saying that I said it would be interesting to see if something like that happens.
Yeah. I mean, the teams, the cities though. I don't know. I think they should like get better cities. It's like Birmingham, Alabama.
Yeah.
Like Birmingham Iron.
So you got to think of like cities that don't have an NFL team maybe, but are pretty major cities. You know?
Bring one to Ohio.
Columbus.
We already got 2 NFL teams in Ohio.
That's true, but like Columbus is the capital, and we don't have.
Yeah, I mean.
I was thinking maybe you could put Carolina Panthers are North or South Carolina.
North.
Yeah, they're North. So you drop one in the South.
Yeah.
And, you can just do. Because, like, you're right, Birmingham and Alabama. It's ironic, too, because Trent Richardson's on the Birmingham Iron.
Yeah, the Iron.
I feel like the rest
Alabama.
of them are pretty, like, big cities besides Birmingham.
I mean, let's see.
Salt
San
Lake.
Diego,
Memphis
Orlando, Memphis.
Yeah.
They're all pretty big. I mean.
Yeah.
Tempe, which is Phoenix. That's the hot shots.
Yeah. Hot shots.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
They're the favorite.
They play in Arizona State's campus.
Yeah. So speaking of the NFL, Antonio Brown had an Instagram post today.
Ooh.
Or was it Twitter?
No, it might have been both,
it
but
was
I saw it. It was on Instagram too.
All right, well.
And it was like a video montage of him on the Steelers and stuff. But he basically said a goodbye thing to the Steelers.
After 9 years.
Yeah, 9 years. So I don't know like what happened, if it was something between the coach and stuff, and why he wants to leave. You guys might know more.
Do you remember
than I do.
back in like I don't know, I think it was like week 14, he like tweeted out, just trade me. He just tweeted trade me, and it was because of a sideline dispute with his coaches.
Yeah. So I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on this year, especially Le'Veon Bell, like during the season.
He's not coming back.
Yeah, he's not coming back.
After
now Antonio Brown literally said he's not coming back.
Well, I mean, he doesn't have the liberty to say he's not. I mean,
he could sit out then.
He's not free agent?
No, he's requesting a trade.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm assuming that the Steelers are going to end up trading him because
he could pull a Le'Veon.
Yeah, that's true.
Steelers are falling apart.
Yeah, and the Browns in the top of that AFC North.
Fact.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Here we go, baby. Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, we're winning the chip. No doubt next year we're winning the chip.
You think you're
I don't know about
I don't know about all that.
We're winning the chip.
I think we got a chance.
We might have to put a little wager on that.
It depends on free agency and the draft. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
I'm not gonna lie. If the Browns got Antonio Brown, that would be easily the best.
They already said they're not trading to anybody in the North or the Patriots. They said they're not trading to the Browns, they're not trading to the Ravens, they're not trading to the Bengals, and they're not trading to the
Lions.
Jarvis Landry and Antonio Brown, though. It's pretty.
No.
I want to see if Antonio Brown and like Le'Veon like go together. You know, I want to see if
I
they
don't think they
end
will,
up.
just because. But
I
if the
think they
Steelers
will.
were smart,
That'd be sweet.
they would
That'd be
trade
awesome.
Antonio Brown for either picks, like try and rebuild kind of, because Big Ben's getting old.
I wouldn't be surprised
Or-
if Big Ben retires,
Like after this year.
especially if he leaves.
Oh, you mean talking about like in this offseason?
Yes, especially.
I don't think
if
he'll
he
retire in
leaves.
this offseason. Maybe maybe next year.
He trash.
Yeah, he's getting
Big Ben.
progressively worse. Yeah.
Who's slower, Tom Brady or Ben Roethlisberger?
Tom Brady.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Tom-
Have you
and
seen
Tom
Ben
Brady-
run?
Tom Brady's like fragile too. Like
Yeah.
like
Yeah, Ben's just bigger.
yeah. Big
Ben
Ben's
can-
like, what,
Ben can take-
6'5"? Yeah.
Ben can take
And
hits.
He used to run more back when he was a little younger.
Yeah.
Not so much now. But yeah, it's so speaking of the AFC North and trades and stuff. So early on in the season, Kareem Hunt was cut off the Kansas City Chiefs for domestic violence.
He kicked a girl.
Yep.
He like.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and he was found guilty, and so he got the old boot from the Chiefs, and the Cleveland Browns were like, "Yo, Kareem Hunt, where you at?" So Kareem Hunt is now on a Cleveland Brown. What are you guys? What are your guys'
I
thoughts?
actually have a question about that. Did
Yeah.
they sign him as a running back or a kicker?
Kareem Hunt,
Yeah.
a running back.
I just checked.
I mean, okay, I'm not that excited
one.
about it because he's probably gonna get like a 10 to 12 game suspension
Yeah.
for it, anyways. Especially because he still has to go through the process of like the NFL investigation.
And this is what I was thinking. So obviously, I'm a Browns fan. You're a Browns fan. You're a Vikings fan. You're a Browns fan. So I'm obviously when I see that, I'm like, I'm excited. Like,
Pumped, yeah.
Kareem Hunt is going to be on the Browns. However, how much are we paying him first?
$1 million.
$1
$1
million.
million deal.
That's
Okay.
nothing.
Is it 1 year?
It's nothing in the cap.
Is it a 1 year?
Yeah, 1 year, $1 million.
Okay.
And he's gonna be
So-
restricted.
So that's good. But the other part of it was like if we did pay a good amount of money for him, I was like, well, we have Nick Chubb because I know the money stuff in the years. And Nick Chubb, when he came in this season, he did great. That's my mistake.
Come on now, Drew.
Yeah. So the thing about Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram.
Oh yeah, I can see
1-2
that.
punch. You feel?
Yeah. But
And
the
if one
thing
gets
with
hurt-
that is, Alvin Kamara, you have an elusive
Yeah.
receiver
Receiving,
that's
yeah.
fast and quick, and then you have a Mark Ingram who's not he's a power back, but he's still got a little bit obviously speed to him and stuff. But in this situation, Kareem Hunt, he's got obviously all running backs in the NFL have speed, but Kareem Hunt, he's known as typically a power back, and so is Nick Chubb. So I'm curious to see if this is going to change how their offense is run. I'm curious to see how they're going to utilize both players, and I think it'll be interesting, and it does open us up. Not literally like a spread, but it opens us up with options and stuff.
Split gun.
Yeah, especially with the receivers and stuff. Like I said earlier, I think it might have been on the first podcast. I feel like if the Cleveland Browns get another trademark receiver, that offense is going to be, and maybe an offensive lineman that's decent.
Left tackle.
Yeah, because they had Joe Thomas, he
Yeah.
retired and stuff. If they get another he doesn't even have to be that good, but almost
down the
Pro
floor.
Bowl level
Yeah.
wide receiver, that would be insane because we have Jarvis Landry, who's a very good receiver, and teams would often double team him and stuff, and Antonio Callaway and I forget his first name, Higgins.
Rashard.
Yep, and then Perriman.
Rashad Perriman. I think he might be gone though.
Yeah.
'Cause he was a 1 year guy.
So those guys, they played great roles in the season this year, and they had some good games. But those guys are not key players on a football team.
Mm-hmm.
And Baker Mayfield showed some great performances this season. And so if you mix that and you get a couple more guys on defense and you get a receiver, I think that
team.
and the coaching staff changes too really helped out.
We got some good coaches.
Yep. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I see a bright future for the Cleveland Browns.
Oh yeah.
And
I agree.
does anyone know their draft pick?
17.
17.
17 in the first round.
17.
Yeah.
So
They don't have many
That's
picks
mid-round.
though.
they don't. Yeah.
They got
had a
3
lot.
fifth rounders.
They have a
Yeah.
lot. They had a lot last year.
Yeah.
They have a pick in every round.
They've
now.
been making trades. I think they have a couple in the next few years, but they've been making
I
a
think
bunch of trades.
they gotta draft an offensive lineman. You guys are saying that, but I hope they draft one.
Yeah.
Maybe
Agreed.
even two.
Tackle or receiver. An
I don't know if
offensive
they'll
tackle.
draft a receiver, but
No, the receiver thing though is that you can get it. You can Antonio Brown 4th round or 5th round, something like that. You can
Antonio
get
Brown.
it. You can Was it?
Well, he's saying
Antonio Callaway, he was 4th round.
No,
I thought you were mentioning. I thought you were
I'm
thinking
saying
him.
like Antonio Brown was Western Michigan. That's
yeah,
right.
Western Michigan.
So he was like receivers, like because like you see Tom Brady get drafted 6th round, 199th, like that just doesn't happen. Like sure
That's wild.
some good quarterbacks can drop to 2nd, maybe 3rd round, but like usually good quarterbacks are in the 1st and early 2nd round.
Yeah.
But like players like receivers and running backs and some defensive players that are drafted a little late can end up showing up. So if we get a good sleeper. Speaking of sleepers, in the draft, do you guys think Kyler Murray's decision on going to the NFL draft is good or not?
I think it was terrible.
Yeah, pretty dumb.
Yeah,
I don't know enough about the baseball
So-
drafting process.
Yeah,
to,
so
like,
I'm
know
not a
if
big
it's better.
baseball person, but I understand that A, it's more money. B, you're gonna have probably a longer career playing baseball because it's not as harsh.
Especially as a
on
role
your body.
quarterback.
Yeah. And and I just like I'm sorry, but you look at Kyler Murray. Yeah, he did win the Heisman Trophy. So did Johnny Manziel. Oh, and look where Johnny Manziel
Exactly.
is. Like
Robert
not
Griffin
not that
III.
not that Kyler Murray's out here doing what Johnny Manziel did off the field, but he's pretty small and he's a runner like that. And has that kind of worked in the past? A little bit, but typically your NFL quarterback prototype is a drop back pocket passer that can just throw dimes everywhere. Like if you look at Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, you look at all the greats throughout. And you look at guys like Steve Young. He was a great runner and he was good at throwing too. But Steve Young was also like 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah.
And he was a big dude.
Yeah.
So, Kyler Murray's what, 6 foot?
Yeah, something. He's
5'9" max.
You think he's 5'9"?
No, I think he's.
I think
he's
he's
pushing.
5'9".
He's
I think he's
Baker,
5
he's
something,
pushing-
but it might
I heard
be.
on the radio they said if he's 6 foot, he's going number 1 overall for sure. But he's like 5'9".
No, I mean, Drew Brees is small too, but he's not out here running like Kyler Murray, especially
He's not a
because
great
it was
thrower.
in that Big 12 defense, and that's the thing. Like Kyler Murray, is able to run all over those defenses because they're not elite defenses, And he did do pretty good against the Alabama defense, some of those Alabama guys will go 1st round and stuff like that. But you're going up against in the NFL, you're going up against a group where. And you're probably going to be drafted early, and your offensive line is not going to be that good. It could be, but by the luck of your draw, and you're gonna get demolished. Like you're gonna get if he gets back up and he keeps going and going. I mean, good for him. But his throwing ability, I know for a fact, is good, but it's not superb. It's not where it needs to be to be at the NFL.
I'd be surprised if he got a high round draft pick.
Yeah,
Honestly,
and
Like,
that's
he's a Heisman.
yeah.
He's a 1st, 2nd rounder.
I think he's gonna go 1st round.
As Kyle
First
said,
round.
like the baseball thing. What did he go on the A's? Is he 3rd overall?
9.
No, 9th. See, and he's really good at baseball. Like I'm hearing that he's better. He could be better at baseball than he is at football. And if you got the more money, your injuries way down. You're guaranteed a lot more money.
Career way longer.
Yeah, way longer. And it's just. I mean, if he likes football more, I get that. But what if you are a bust? You go in like, could he go back to baseball?
I think he could use it as a safety net.
Yes,
I think
he could.
so easily do that.
Yeah.
And because
That's
I
easy.
would see his point if he goes, well, I'm gonna do football. If it doesn't work out, I'm gonna go on baseball. Because if you chose the other way around, you chose baseball, I'm gonna have football as my backup. You're gonna be a third. If you do that, you're gonna be a 3rd string, maybe 2nd string on some NFL team, and you're not going to get any playing time and stuff, and you're not going to get as much money.
Could start in the AAF.
That's true. Speaking of the AAF, as you were talking about before, and kind of just hit me when I was talking about Johnny Manziel and stuff, I think that would be really interesting if Johnny Manziel joined the AAF.
Yeah.
You can
I
do
think
what
they
he
need more
wants.
stars, and it will be so much better. Like there's
like
a few
past
guys, but like
yeah.
there's not a lot, and I feel like they could get a lot more.
100% agree.
Like RG3 dropping down. I know he's technically still
He's
an
on the
NFL
roster, yeah.
quarterback, but he's kind of losing it.
Like, I feel like the entire reason that league's kind of struck some interest is because of those names. Like,
Trent Richardson.
Yeah.
Christian
and it's
Hackenberg.
Football season's over. Everyone's sad,
Yeah,
you know.
and
but
now you got another.
yeah, you got
league
something else.
Literally
Yeah,
right
it's
after,
pretty-
too, so you don't have to take it.
It's
away.
pretty genius that they put it like after the NFL season and they put it in
Yeah.
the spring/summer.
So some great sports talks with you guys here today, but I got another topic for you guys. So Ian, you were not present Nate, you weren't either. Kyle, you actually weren't either. No, I'm thinking. I was with you guys early. I was with all three of you.
Nobody was.
I was with all three of you guys Friday night.
I should have been there.
Yeah, you could have been. So could have you. And no, you couldn't have.
All right, get on with it.
And so Lucas Sarver gets his first kiss in a hot tub. I just want to hear your guys' thoughts on this.
I mean, you
Good
gotta
for
be
him.
excited. You gotta be excited for the kid.
Yeah.
But
Good for him.
Gotta love it.
Yeah, it's
I love how it happened, but I don't love who it was. You know what I mean?
you know, calm down a little bit here. It's not like say names here and stuff, but it's I'm not gonna lie. It was. I walked out there and I saw two people.
You should
making out in a hot tub, and
do
I was
your
like,
exact story again.
I was
it was
like,
great.
I'll try and keep names out of it. So
I think everyone knows who it was.
yeah. So I'm just chilling on the couch at Maya's, and I go outside because
That's the name.
Theoretically, there's a
there's
person,
a girl
male
named
or
Maya.
female.
And so
Male or
I
female
go
Maya.
out and I see, there's a few people in the hot tub. I'm like, I get in like 30 minutes or something. So, time goes by and I look out there again. There's only two people, but they're on opposite sides of the jacuzzi. I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna go join them. I saw Olivia, but I didn't see who the other person was. Sorry, rhetorically, this girl's name is Olivia. Anyway, so I walk out there and these two people are making out. They're all over each other. I'm just like, whoa, what is going on? And so I go to the other side of the jacuzzi, and I just thought it was one of the other gentlemen that were at the party. And I look closer because that one gentleman came out and asked me a question. I forget what he asked. And I was like, hold on a minute. If you're not there, who is that? And I look over, and I saw one of my great friends, Lucas, making out with a girl. I was like, oh my God. And it was his first kiss. I was so excited for the kid. I don't know what you guys think, but it's just.
How long did you stay in the hot tub for?
I probably stayed in there for like 2 minutes, which I realized, and then I got out, dried up, and did my own thing.
I feel like that'd be kind of awkward. You just stayed in there.
Yeah, it was pretty awkward. There was some other stuff going on, but yeah, it was. I remember I just had a smile on my face. I go, no way, this is happening.
I mean, when I heard that,
Yeah,
I couldn't get the
it was-
smile off my face.
Yeah, it was like you're so happy for the kid because Lucas, Mean Crab, he's been on the show. He was on episode 1. He's a great guy. He's sometimes a little shy and stuff, and he's not. He's a good. He's okay around females, but he's not like. He's not like that guy. He doesn't really get a lot of.
He is great around females now.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. He's much better now, but it was just so like I just felt because he's one of those guys where they usually don't quote unquote pull. You know what I'm saying? So.
Didn't he date Catherine in like 7th grade?
I have no clue. I didn't
I'm
go to
pretty sure he
Selwyn in
did.
7th grade.
Pretty sure he did.
All right, well, construction has to come down, so we're going to have to cut this one a little bit short. Thank you for tuning in for Don't Get It Twisted, Episode 2 with Ian Carroll, Kyle Allring, and Nate Werth. Their Instagrams will be in the bio. Tune in next week. See you later.